This week on Football Mezzanine, we look back at the title being decided at Old Trafford despite it going to Manchester City. And for the first time on this podcast, we make quizstory by hosting a game show with contestants Ansh and Shrikar. Get hyped.
The red. Who can dispute that Manchester City are indeed the best team in the land? You feel this is an era which has only just begun. The champions of England are Manchester City.
Ole, ole, ole. Champione, champione.
Mate, you guys aren't Italian.
That doesn't mean you don't sing it.
Fine, yeah, we're singing ole, ole, ole. We're not French either, so.
Yeah, because I mean, you won the title.
Champions League over Premier League, but that's not to take away from the fact that you guys wrapped up this title so quickly.
Yeah. I mean, United wrapped it up Actually, West Brom wrapped it up for us. West Brom should take the trophy, if anything. I
don't know what's worse. United not losing to you guys,
you know what?
or United losing to West Brom?
You know what? I couldn't decide what I wanted more. I really liked... I don't know if I would have liked to win it last week or watch United, capitulate against West Brom at home. I don't know.
At home, too. Disgrace.
Meanwhile,
but we lost to West Brom at home, too. So.
To be fair, though, West Brom's a really good team. Aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Fantastic side.
One of the better ones in the Premier League.
I mean, there's no shame in losing to a bigger team, United, right?
Yeah, you know.
Fair enough. Meanwhile, Pep's just on a
it's
golf course somewhere.
It's the curse of beating City in the league.
In all fairness, I can't talk. Chelsea has been much better.
That is a curse.
Because we defeated you guys the very next game. We lost to Swansea, who were in 20th. Yeah. And then after that, we lost to West Brom, not in the Premier League, but still.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think of that, yo. So anyone who tries to beat City, be warned.
They'll lose their relegation. Well, not even relegation. Relegated.
Yeah.
Because I think West Brom were effectively done.
Is that a new curse that we just found?
Does that mean something for your next Champions League semi-finals, Ricard? I don't know.
No, it's only that's Prem. It's okay. Because if that was the case, we'd have lost against Everton.
Oh, that's true. Well, I mean, you drew. Close enough, right?
But it was... In Everton's eyes, it was a win, so, you know.
That's true. Anything that's a 0-0 is a great result for Sam Allardyce.
For Allardyce, particularly.
Yeah.
Man sets up for the 0-0.
The man, the legend.
So
City, oh man. You guys can break the 100 points record. Because Chelsea hold in the Premier League era, it's 95.
Yeah.
When I think it was with Mourinho.
We're out to break 6 records this season. I think it's most points, most goals scored. I think we've drawn
most ball frauds in a team.
Most. Can you still classify a manager as a bald fraud if he wins you the league with record points?
Of course you can.
Of course you can.
Okay, I guess you can do anything when you're
he couldn't bring home the semis.
The what?
The semis for the Champions League.
Oh, the semis.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Farce.
Yeah. Shh. It's okay.
I mean, congrats. You win the I Beat City in a season trophy.
3 times in a season.
Nice. Are you going to make DVDs about it now and celebrate it?
You know, we might as well if we win the Champions League.
Yeah, you could probably make a bunch of money doing that.
Nah, to be fair, Liverpool have a great chance of winning the Champions League this year.
Yeah, they got a great matchup against Roma. That was probably ideal.
Yeah, we'll take a look at that eventually.
Actually, I mean, if you guys want a quick look at that, you can check out Shrikar's video called Shrikar Speaks on our channel
new segment.
As well. Yep, one of our new playlists, so check that out. Also, if you haven't already seen, check out the This is Football Heritage playlist as well, where we dropped a new video there.
Yeah. Okay, we'll stop shamelessly promoting now. But,
but Spurs were dreadful.
City were amazing. City bounced. Okay.
Yeah.
I get pissed whenever people say City bounced back. You know, City are finally back, because they played like this for the past week, even though we lost those games.
Ansh,
you guys were unlucky in those games. Honestly, you guys played well.
Ansh, for all our listeners who haven't seen the City Tottenham game, how about you do a quick recap or bring us up to speed?
Do you want to do that? Because you're the recap guy.
Oh, I have taken on that role, haven't I?
Yeah.
Well, all you listeners out there, for anyone who wasn't up to date on the games on the weekend, Tottenham played Manchester City. City, of course, needed to win it, and they relied also on the Man U game for the title, but we'll get to that later. Good game overall. Good for Chelsea as well, since Tottenham lost 3-1. Man City won that. And yeah, I think that's a good recap.
You are now caught up.
You are now caught up. Oh, I forgot my signature line. Damn it.
Come on, Justin. Okay, but yeah, City were 2-0 up within half an hour. The first goal was, what was it? Oh yeah, a fantastic bit of tiki-taka, company long ball to Gabriel Jesus, and just a simple finish. Don't tell Fernandinho though, because he'll get pissed. Fernandinho labeled Liverpool a long ball team for some reason.
Actually, that leads me to a question. I want to ask you, Ansh. Have you, because Guardiola was famous for tiki-taka with Barcelona. Have you seen, I don't know, kind of the early rising of that with this Manchester City team? Or do you think they're going a different style? Is he trying to bring it in? Have they already started?
I mean, I think Guardiola has a very fixed philosophy that everyone can see no matter where he goes, whether it be Barcelona, Bayern Munich, and now Man City. Like, he's tried to implement his way of playing everywhere, and even it was even present last season when we didn't win anything. It's very clear that he likes to play on the ground. He gives a lot of respect to keeping the ball. His uttermost ground truth principle is the ball is the most sacred thing in football, and you never lose it. So that's what he tries to do in everything, in all his teams, basically.
Yeah, and how are your possession stats for City?
Possession stats are the highest they have ever been in City, and I think we have the highest average possession in all of Europe.
Oh, it's been crazy. It's almost 65% every game. Almost.
Yeah, but I'd like to make a small distinction between tiki-taka and keeping the ball, though, because Pep always emphasizes that there's no point in keeping the ball if you're not doing anything with it. So there's a difference between Spain's tiki-taka when they won the World Cup, where they were winning games just 1-0, 1-0, 1-0, just because they just kept the ball.
Oh, that run. I remember. They won, I think, all their group games 1-0.
Yeah, and
that year.
There's a difference between that and what City tried to do, and basically what Guardiola wants his teams to do. Whereas he wants his teams to do something with the ball when they have it, rather than just have meaningless possession. And that's the difference between, I think, making use of the ball and never giving it away versus just keeping the ball for the sake of keeping the ball.
So if I understand it correctly, you guys work on a principle where you guys have the scoring opportunity comes from you and not a mistake by the opposition.
Well, that's the goal, obviously. You don't want to be relying on opposition mistakes, right? And I mean, quoting Thierry Henry, he was doing an analysis on Guardiola because he played under him at Barcelona. He said that Guardiola would tell his players his job is to get the players to the top third of the pitch in the opposition third, basically. And once he gets the team there, the rest of the job is the players to finish it off and score the goal.
Actually, yeah, I remember I think I read probably the same thing where Guardiola plays a very strict, rigid formation for the first 2/3 of the pitch. And then once he gets into the last third of the pitch, then he tells his players, now you have free range, you can do what you want, you can move where you want. This is where you have like your freedom. But the first 2/3 of the pitch is very regimented in formation-wise.
Exactly.
Is that somewhat similar to Liverpool's fluid front three, where there is no particular position, or is it different?
I'm not too sure about exactly what Klopp's rigid formations or
Klopp
rigid formations are, but I mean, maybe you could
expand on that.
You said
Guardiola relies on the ball is like the holy grail, or like the ball is everything that matters.
Yes.
And you guys pass your way through, but I think with Liverpool it's on the counter, so what we rely on instead is pace and tackles up front.
True, but I would say that, I mean, pressing and winning the ball high up the field is also one of City's biggest strengths. So I don't really think Guardiola doesn't take that part of the game into his play. Because, I mean,
then how do you guys
at the beginning of the season, when we were winning games by like 7 goals, 5 goals, 6 goals, 80% of our goals were counterattacks, if you noticed that. And
But
that was happening
But you guys
because
aren't like an
teams,
Arsenal who try to walk the ball into the net.
right? I mean, there's a difference between trying to walk it in and being efficient.
Because
and-
Arsenal never like shoots from long range, or it's not even a counter-attacking team. It's just build up from the back.
Yeah, I mean, Arsenal have just completely lost their identity, if I'm being honest. I don't
Right.
even know what they are now. But in terms of Guardiola, he never tries to over-elaborate when it comes to scoring a goal. It's just elaborate in terms of keeping the ball and making sure that you're always in the right place so that you have more space than the opposition.
Are you in the right place for the ball, or the right place to intercept the ball?
Well, it depends on what phase of the play is in. If you have the ball as a team, then you always want to be moving into space. If you don't have the ball as a team, then you always want to be closing the space.
Yep.
Right? So it depends.
Closing the player or closing the passing lane?
It depends.
If
If you're the person who's
Yeah.
closest to the ball, you want to go close the ball down.
Yep.
But if you're a person who's not close to the ball, you go and cut the passing lane.
Exactly.
So that's something that they work on really well, and they're
Right.
probably the best team at not letting.
So
teams
is there
play
one
out.
player for that, or is it
No, it's the
the
entire
entire?
team.
Oh yeah.
Because I mean, you can't execute pressing with one player.
Yeah.
You
No, I mean,
just get played
it-
around.
when the ball is with the opponent or with the opposition, how many players are on that player with the ball?
Closest one.
Yeah, it's always the closest.
So there's only one, not like a hounding of players on that one. Because with Liverpool, what you have is
Yeah.
you have 3 or 4 players sprinting in at that one player in possession with the ball.
Yeah, that I have noticed that. With Liverpool, it's more, you just go
It's like hunting in packs. Like
gung
we
ho
go
and you just
2 or
go
3
all
people.
in towards the ball.
Right.
Where City have a bit more of a tactical way of pressing, where they
Mm.
close you down, but they also don't let you pass. So you always have to end up going backwards. And if you try to play out, you're gonna get cut out. That's why we keep maintaining our pressure.
So you guys can literally win the ball. Doesn't matter if you win the ball up the pitch or down the pitch. It's the same style of play.
Well, the goal is to win it up the pitch because
Right.
you don't want to
It's
keep
closer to the net.
backtracking. Exactly.
Right. Okay.
Obviously. Yeah.
It's very hard to execute, but if the team can do it, it's
Oh, yeah.
absolutely deadly. And especially that free range, like freedom in the final third, it's very deadly if the opposing team is not prepared for it defense-wise. Because you'll have a couple things where the other team might man mark, which in that case can be really good at shutting down players. But if they start to switch sides of the field, then your players got to stay with them, and then it creates a whole bunch of confusion. And even if it's zones, if they don't have perfect communication between them, then you can very easily get someone in behind for like a break or something like that. So you have to have pretty good defense to actually stop it. And it's pretty difficult to stop.
Yeah. Exactly.
And Trevor, question for you. So, in the 3 games you lost against Liverpool, what went wrong in your tactic of winning the ball up the pitch? Like, what did Liverpool do to neutralize your effect you have on the other teams?
If I'm being honest, in those games that you guys beat us in, I think the energy was the difference. That's it. Like, you guys were,
The energy.
especially in the games at Anfield. In the
Right.
game at Anfield, like the one that we played you in the league, the first half ended 1-1, and I mean, even though it ended like 4-3, the 3 goals you got in the second half,
We're off player mistakes.
they were all just like in the space of like 5 minutes, and they were just like
Right.
player mistakes after player mistakes after player mistakes. So I wouldn't really put it down to a big tactical mistake in that game, more than just Liverpool
So the
being
mistake
way
didn't
more
come
up for it.
from the. So the mistake was just all in all due to the, like, I guess, atmosphere and the high press.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
And also, like, all these journalists are writing that we're like one of the only teams to go out and attack you. Is that true at all?
I think in a way it definitely is, because I don't think any team in the world can attack us the way you can. So I don't think it's the fact that you're the only team who's tried to attack. It's just
Right, because you guys.
you're the team who
who'd you
can
lose to
execute
in
that
in
style
the
of
FA
it.
Cup?
Sorry?
Wigan.
We lost to Wigan, but to be honest, I put that down to a fluke. Like we had like
fair enough.
90% possession. We had like 40 shots.
Right, it's one of those
3
FIFA
times we
games
hit-
where you like lose even though you have like 20 shots on target.
Liverpool's
Yeah.
got a pretty young, fast, energetic squad.
I think we have the youngest squad.
Yeah.
Milner's our
and
oldest player.
that makes it difficult especially for high press, because with a high press, if you get it in the right spot, you can do a pretty good counter for good opportunities to score. And with Liverpool, they're so
Right, and
fast
that's what Klopp works off of.
and
Yeah.
that's what he's good with. But on top of that, you have a quick team, so as soon as you get it, if they make that mistake, then City's completely screwed at that point, because now you have a whole.
Exactly.
What I think the difference.
Exactly.
what I think the difference is in the two teams is that what Klopp insists on is you have 2 or 3 players. It's not necessarily tactical. It's just get more numbers against that one player in possession of the ball.
Yeah.
Rather than only one player tactically shifting around to block off those passing lanes. Because with City, you only have 1 or 2 players. But with Liverpool, you can see 4 or 5 players going.
I think it's not just 1 or 2 players with City. It's just a different style, because a lot of teams, they try to press, but they do it all on at the same time at the ball, and it's pretty easy to play around that if you know your way how to. But
so far we've been talking about like our teams against other teams who we have to win the game against. But head to head, when the two presses meet together, how does Klopp's press beat Pep's press?
I think Pep actually said this. He said that Klopp's way of playing is just the perfect way of beating his team, because we leave so much space behind for you guys to press, that since you are the team that can actually execute that press so well and so energetically, we don't really have a choice but to say, like, yeah, we can't actually play against that style really well. It's really difficult to. So, like, props to you guys. Like, you guys can you guys can beat us because you can execute that style of play really well.
But I'm just having a hard time like gripping how the two presses still. I don't understand.
Well, I mean, okay. Well, if you look at the goals you scored, right? They didn't really come about because of the press.
Maybe the second goal in the Champions, the tie was done then. Yes.
Like, okay, you can analyze all the goals. I think they were all just defensively poor mistakes, and you guys.
Right.
It being like a 4-on-3
First
situation.
goal in the Champions League tie, Walker fails to clear it. The second goal was Chamberlain's shot, which was, well, no one's stopping that.
Yeah.
Third goal, what was third goal? Mane's header. Who made the mistake there? I guess.
That's just.
I know. That was Salah's build-up play where the clearance went back to him.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, to be honest, you guys were just better in your attacking efficiency than us.
Yeah, I guess it came out of that.
And I mean, some games we can just hold our hand up and say you were way more energetic and way more powerful than us in that game.
Yeah, I guess it's just which team shows up for that game.
Yeah, and we couldn't do anything with that, like, press and high intensity. So, props to you.
So going back to the Tottenham-Man City game, and I've noticed that Man City gets quite a few shots, but not a lot on target. Do you think that's part of the plan, where Guardiola's just telling them, like, if you have the chance to take the shot and eventually we're just going to get them? Or do you think it's kind of a little bit showing that Man City needs to work better on their maybe getting more opportune shot, or maybe trying to get them more on target?
One word. Sterling.
Sterling?
Yeah, Sterling. Yeah, man. I don't know. It's whatever. I don't really read too much into it, but he's had an amazing
He's getting into
season.
those positions. I spoke about this before too. He's like Salah in the beginning of the season, where he had so many chances, but he couldn't bury them. The goals will come.
He's getting better. He is actually improving. Yeah. Like, year on year, he's getting better. And this year has been his best year yet. And last year was his best year last year. So,
and ultimately, it doesn't really matter. You're getting the wins anyways, so.
You're getting the wins, and all that matters is you're getting those positions that lead to those chances.
Exactly.
As long as you're doing that, you're doing a good job. And finishing will come by practice.
And props to Sterling, because he never lets this get to his head. Like, I can imagine a couple of years ago, all this media negativity about him, I can totally imagine him having a bad few games after it. But now, every game, he's up for it. He never lets it get to his head. But that's just City in
general, I guess. It's the pickup.
I mean, I have to praise them for it, because they have really good mental strength, and something that you don't really notice. But yeah, City just kind of bossed that game, and I mean, to be honest, after that, we didn't really expect to win the title the next day. But oh boy,
yeah, to be fair,
West Bromwich Albion,
curse of beating City.
Yeah, and I mean, West Brom were fucking doing olays at Old Trafford, dude.
And they're getting relegated.
They're getting relegated. Paul Pogba hooked after 57 minutes.
So
again, dude, I read the stat. Philippe Coutinho, who left in January, has more goals and assists than Paul Pogba in the league. Take that in.
It's like, people said he was back. He's back. He's back. He's gonna do well.
I don't see what Pogba does.
I don't I don't know, man. I don't know whether it's Pogba. I don't know whether it's Mourinho. I just don't
Because Pogba
really.
was brought in as an attacking midfielder.
I don't get what's not clicking.
Well, I guess let's first start off a recap for anyone who didn't see that game. 1-0 loss for Man U against West Brom, and that is what clinched the league for Man City at that point too, giving them the title win. But yeah, going back to it, remember when we had Corey on? I think he said something where Mourinho was playing Pogba in like inopportune positions or in the wrong positions.
Yeah, he's playing him defensively.
Yeah, and Pogba's an offensive player, and I guess remember that comeback against City? It was because he switched his position, let him free range and go and actually attack.
He almost played him like a 10.
No, in the first half, he was playing the same thing. He was playing Herrera and Matic as the defender.
Yeah, but he kind of like locked him up more defensively. You see in the second half where I think he let his team kind of like, okay, like, you know what, just go all out, guns blazing, and see if you guys can make the comeback.
I mean, dude, I was watching it, and he was getting schooled by, like, freaking whoever West Brom's midfielders are. I forget their names.
Oh, I didn't mean
Gareth
this game. Yeah.
Gareth Barry. I don't even think he played, no. But, like, freaking... I don't even know. I don't remember West Brom's
I don't even know, like...
midfielders, but...
But I know Jay Rodriguez scored. Classic hoofball. It was like Pulis was back in the job.
It was a corner, though. It was a corner.
It was a corner, a set piece, but still.
Well, what's crazy is Man U had 71% possession in that game against West Brom.
No, it's just one of those games against West Brom. We had the same freaking situation against them at Anfield. It's just,
Yeah, I chalk it up to a fluke. I mean, you have bad games sometimes.
It's probably a fluke, but still. I mean, they are second in the league for a reason. But
yeah,
they just couldn't bury it, unfortunately. 14 shots, only 4 on target.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't read too much into it, but
too much into
but it's just nagging feeling that
it's good to have a laugh at United, you know.
Yeah, I mean that, and also the fact that it's pretty clear that they haven't clicked this season, and they better get their act together for next season. Otherwise,
I don't know if they're gonna click next season either, unless Mourinho changes it.
Well, we'll have to wait and see. Anything can happen. They might just be in a transition phase, which it's very possible, but it's not working yet. So, I mean, don't read too much into it.
They've been in a transition phase since Ferguson left.
Well, you have to give the new manager time.
They have, but it's hard. Ever since then, they've been trying to kind of... Like, they were left with an aging team once Fergie left. Not to mention, now you have a whole new managerial setup with new tactics and things like that. So it's really hard to get it back into a team that, I guess, fits well and coalesces. And then with a manager that actually has, like, a view of what to do, and then the whole team buys into it.
No, but you know what? Still, credit to Mourinho, because he's won the Europa League, he's won trophies.
Oh, he's done well with them. Yeah, he's certainly taken steps towards it. And you know what? Next year, he should potentially do better as well. He generally has a habit of each year doing better.
He had sacked in his third year. But
it is the make... Well, yeah.
There is the Mourinho curse, but...
Well, that's if he wins the title in the second year, which he didn't, so...
Well, yeah. I mean, next year is the year where it's make or break, pretty much.
Yeah,
it's true, yeah.
But United's just... I don't know.
We'll see what happens this summer. They always go out and buy a marquee player, so I'm interested to see who they're going to get.
Which don't end up working for some reason, but...
I actually don't think they're going to buy a marquee player this time. They've bought way too many, and Mourinho came out and actually said, we're done buying, pretty much. Like, he said that.
They don't need to buy it, they just need to work on this.
I honestly think they need support players. I think they need key players, support players in certain positions that fill the roles they need.
Where?
I would say midfield and defense, if anything.
Midfield,
maybe.
Who are their defenders? Chris Smalling, maybe. Replacement, Phil Jones.
They have a lot of defenders. They just keep switching them around. Like,
defense-wise, like, if you think of the eras past, you can pick out, like, that one player defensively that was, like, a stalwart for them that was great. Like, you had...
Ferdinand.
Vidic. Ferdinand, Vidic at one point. Like, you had a lot of, like, that one... top player. I can't really think of a center back on their team, or even like a left or right.
Fair. Okay.
Phil Jones.
Chris Smalling.
I'm Chris Smalling. And I'm Phil Jones.
Yeah, I guess though, if there's one, but the thing is though, unless Mourinho reverts to an attacking formation, there is no need to improve that defense because the entire team is playing 10 behind the ball, like they're parking the bus. So what's the point of the defense?
Well, the problem is I can't even think really of another.
See, you only need a quality defense when you're an attacking side, because if you have 10 people behind the ball, there's no point of having a quality defense.
Well, I don't think it's necessarily true, but I think that the problem is I can't really even think of someone that they can go out and get that's realistic option. Is like
I mean, sure, they might bid for Griezmann, but what's Griezmann going to do in this team?
Oh, no.
He's
Honestly,
gonna be a Galactico player who's failed.
You know what?
Again.
If they didn't get Sanchez, it would have been maybe more of a better option to get him. But
Sanchez again, I don't think Sanchez is working at United.
Yeah, to be fair for him though, he's gotten a lot of assists as of late.
Well, we'll see. I mean, guys, it's only been a few months. It's been like 2 months he's been there.
Okay.
He hasn't been contributing goals-wise. He's been contributing assist-wise.
I think we're making too many judgments too quickly. Let's see what happens next season.
Also, it's due to the fact that Salah's come in and like scored 40 freaking goals. That
Salah
we
is
expect
just
every player.
Isn't Carrick on his way out?
Oh yeah,
Carrick is going.
Yeah, I think they need to find. I think they need to find a mid to take over. I think they need a high energy like central mid.
I mean, that was
They
Pogba.
do
That was
have
supposed
high
to be
energy,
Pogba.
but like
I find he's more like a
They
center
have-
attacking mid, honestly.
Yeah, I
so
don't
you mean
know.
like a Holding, like a Henderson?
I was thinking more like a N'Golo Kanté.
I don't think you need a Henderson for a top team. I don't.
Yeah, no, Henderson.
Yeah.
No, Henderson's fucking class. He's gonna.
Who's?
I don't know why people underrate Henderson.
I don't know why people rate Henderson. I don't know what he does.
We look so bleak without Henderson. Henderson's the reason that we're.
That's
like,
pretty sad.
I don't know why people give him stick. He's
N'Golo
quality
Kanté by
fucking
far.
player.
I mean, I try to look out for what he does every time I watch Liverpool, and I just
That's
don't see
the
it.
thing. That's the thing. You don't need to see what he does because everything he does is
I
so
think that's
nuanced.
bullshit because if he defends well, you could see yes, he's in right position. He's defending
Dude, he
well.
cuts passing lanes. He doesn't make the assists.
The
but
only
makes
thing
that
he does
pass that
well
leads
is
to the
he
assist.
presses. He presses well. It's the only thing he does well.
Actually, the best thing probably for Man U this summer would be to probably just get maybe like a support player here or there for like some key positions or like for I don't know if they feel they need them for like certain aspects of their playing. But honestly, I think it's going to be really just keeping the team that they have and just getting them to really coalesce well to almost have like that sixth sense so you know where all your players are going whenever you have the ball, etc. So they can really just get it down pat.
Yeah.
I think
And
that's
very,
probably the
like,
next step for them.
And to define like clearly what the attacking players' jobs are, because right now they look lost. Like they just look lost.
Yeah, I think it's still a process. You know what? This year, honestly, though, considering they're second this year, though, right? It's not like they're doing poorly.
Yeah.
They're doing well.
Yeah.
And they did get a lot of new players, so it's a bit of a process, a bit of a development. But yeah, second place, that's great. They've been improving every year, so you know what? Next year should be the year for them, if anything.
We can move on, I guess, to a new segment we want to try out. Tristan, you want to introduce it?
Yeah, so we're going to be having our quiz game show with your quiz master, Tristan Cross. And we're going to be throwing at both Shrikar and Ansh a bunch of questions, fast-paced, where we're going to have each one of them give their answer for what they think it is, and then the next person will give the opportunity, and they're just going to keep going back and forth until one of them gets it right, or I think they're a bunch of dumbasses that will never get it. And then we'll move on to the next question. So it's going to be a high, fast-paced question game. Or at least we're going to try. Oh, I don't know. We're gonna wing this.
Okay.
Rapid fire.
All right. So.
Oh boy. Okay.
Okay. So first question: when was?
Wait, who starts? Who's answering first?
Oh, rock paper scissors.
I think it should be by. I think okay.
Rock paper scissors.
I think it should be by alphabetical order.
Sure, you can answer first, Ansh.
Okay.
Okay.
So first question: the UEFA Champions League. When was it introduced? What year? Ansh? Come on, quickly.
The official rebranding? Okay.
1996.
Ooh, close, but no. Shrikar?
94.
Nope.
95.
Nope.
98?
Nope. It was the best year. That'll be the only hint. Ansh,
97.
Oh, screw you. No.
What?
Shrikar? I'm saying it's best year. Why would it be 97?
Oh, 93. Wait, I already said. Oops,
Yeah.
I can't say anything.
Shrikar?
Sure, I'll take it. 93.
Nope.
Oh, what? What the fuck? But you said.
Okay, you guys are dumbasses.
Okay,
1992.
I think none of us got this.
1992.
1992.
Oh,
okay.
92. Okay. Because I knew United, like, that comeback was before, but okay.
Okay, next question. The UEFA Champions League anthem is officially titled what? What is the title?
Oh, shit. I listened to this 2 days ago.
Moonlight Sonata.
Fun fact, it was written by Tony
are you
Britton
retarded?
in the adaptation of George Frederick Handel's Zadok the Priest.
Okay. Do I get points if I know the lyrics?
No, but I would like to hear it anyways.
Okay, so there's 3 languages that are incorporated in the anthem. It's German, French, and English.
Oh, that was going to be one of my questions. You know what? Point to Shrikar.
Sick.
What?
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so what's the title? Guess.
Fuck.
Guess one. My hint will be it's easy.
Champions League title track.
No. No, but close.
Champions League Anthem.mp3.
No, but close.
Well, get rid of the MP3.
UEFA Champions League anthem.
No.
Why is this a question?
It's just called Champions League.
What the fuck? Why did you guess that?
Because it seems so obvious. I thought one of you would get it.
Maybe we are in fact dumbasses.
If you're probably dumbasses, you know what?
Maybe, okay.
Alright.
Next question.
So, let's see. What is... So, one player has scored a hat-trick against how many goalkeepers in one game?
Huh?
Wait, what?
So how many
question? What do you
goals has one... Like, how... So, a guy scored a hat-trick against how many different keepers did he score it against in one game?
You mean
In
the
one
max?
game?
For that, like... I
What-
don't know how
I'm
to phrase this
confused.
more. Like, so Alvin Martin once scored a hat-trick against X amount of different goalkeepers. What is the X amount?
Oh, okay.
3.
I mean, is this the max amount?
Shrikar
of
gets the
hat-tricks? What the
Thank
fuck?
I don't even know. Oh, I can see how it's possible. Okay.
I don't. What?
So
Okay.
probably like the first keeper got subbed for the other keeper because of an injury. The other keeper got sent off for a red card, and an infield player came
Oh,
in.
in one game?
Okay, so before Alex
Okay,
Ferguson took over at Manchester United,
Fuck.
this team were more successful than the Red Devils.
Liverpool.
Liverpool?
Nope. Shrikar?
Arsenal.
Arsenal.
Okay. Nope. You're both answering the same question or answer, but Ansh,
Oh, fuck.
In
Lower
what
end.
competition?
lower end team.
Oh, Blackburn.
No.
Hold on.
They won 7 league titles, and FA Cups, 3 League Cups, and the European Cup.
Nottingham Forest.
Who?
Nottingham Forest.
No.
Aston Villa.
Fuck, hold on.
Oh,
Stop
Aston Villa it
stealing.
is.
Boom.
You can't do that.
You're
Fuck
taking
off,
too
you're
long,
too
Ansh.
You can't do that.
It's
my
3-0
turn.
right now.
You can't fucking do that. It's my turn.
Okay. Okay, Ansh, you get the first answer on this. Which player has played for 6 cups that have won the Champions League but has never actually won the trophy himself?
Ibrahimovic.
Oh, I know
All right,
this.
good job. That was a question you got there. And then we go on to the next one. So the last time the Netherlands played an international match without a van in their starting 11 was against France during what Euro?
96.
Nope. Ansh?
92.
Nope.
98.
Nope. Wait, what?
98?
No.
Dude.
It's every 4
Plus
years.
4.
Isn't it? You know what, Ansh, your guess? Shrikar screwed up.
2000?
Yep, 2000 it is. 3-2.
There we go. Okay.
Wait, 2000 was in France? Did not know that.
It's crazy that it's been since 2000 where they haven't played without a van in their starting 11.
I'm actually surprised they ever had a starting 11 without a van.
All right, so who and how old was the youngest player to ever win a World Cup? Like, so at what age was the youngest player, and who was it?
Oh, fuck.
Youngest player to win the World Cup.
It wasn't... Can you tell us if it was recently?
No, it was not recently.
Oh, shit. Was it Pelé? Pelé?
And how old was he?
17?
Oh, he gets it. 3-3
Oh,
ties
shit.
it up.
Get done!
Ooh.
It's the reverse Istanbul. It's Chris
Okay,
Istanbul.
so this I'm gonna ask that you guys get it within a 0.25 on either side, plus or minus. Okay. So
Okay.
and I'm gonna ask for a number. So the Portuguese boast the world's greatest goals to game ratio of what? Having found the net an incredible 331 times in just 187 games between 1937 and 1949.
1937-49.
Jeez.
Messi had about a .82. This guy had a...
Can you repeat the question?
Oh, I almost told it. Yeah, so this Portuguese boasts the world's greatest goals to game ratio. What is it? And you're going to have 0.25 on either side of your guess.
Oh, that's quite a big difference. 1.1.
No.
Oh shit.
So, Shrikar?
1.6.
Yeah, very close. 1.77.
Sick.
That's bullshit. It's a bullshit question.
That's a pretty bullshit question, I would say.
All right, let's see.
That's fucking insane though. Who the hell was that?
Eusebio.
It was...
Oh.
Trying to find his name. Fernando Peirotio? Something like that?
Wow.
Okay, never mind.
But
What a
yeah,
legend.
1937 to 1949, he had 1.77. So,
That's insane.
yeah, pretty
Man
impressive.
didn't go to the World Cup. Not World Cup, World War.
Ooh, okay. So, what's the only team to have received a gold version of the Premier League
Arsenal.
trophy? Oh,
come
man.
on. You
Damn.
didn't even let me.
4-4.
Come on.
Ooh.
I have.
It's 5-4. I got
What?
the last question.
Oh, 5-5? Oh,
5-4.
Oh,
It's 7-6 to me.
5-4? You know what?
Do
Okay,
you know
I'll
what,
go.
Ansh? It's 5-1 to Liverpool.
Okay. Yikes. Oh.
Okay.
Let's not go there.
So, in 2009 to 2010, this player became the first man to score in 6 different official club competitions in one
Messi.
season.
Messi.
No, Shrikar?
Ronaldo.
No, you don't get a second guess. You have to wait.
Can you repeat the question? This
So,
player
in
was
2009 to 2010,
2009, 2010.
this man became the first man to score in 6 different official club competitions in one season.
6 different official club competitions. Can you give us the country?
Nope. Give me the...
Okay.
You know what? If you guys can't get it, I'll give you what league it was in.
Okay.
Ronaldo.
So, who you guessing?
I take a guess and say, fuck, it has to be Ronaldo.
You know, I'll give you guys tips. One tip or one. Yeah, it is someone who is well known but not superstar. You would think of not like one of the pinnacle players,
Club competition.
but still very well known.
Wesley Sneijder.
I was gonna say that.
No,
No.
Anch, you guess and then I'll give you guys another one, like another tip.
6 club competitions
6
in
club
the same
competitions. So it
season.
has to be
First
the
man to
That's
score
what
in
you said?
6 different official club competitions in one season.
Okay, hold on. David Villa.
Ooh, nice guy.
No, but that is the right league. It was La Liga. So
It has to be Barcelona.
in 2009 to 2010.
I know it's Barcelona.
So Shrikar, who's your guess? See how good your memory was of the Barcelona team then in 2009-2010. That's your last and final tip, guys. Otherwise, I'll have to invoke my "you're both dumbass" rule.
Fuck. Iniesta.
I'll take it as another guess, but no. Shrikar, take another
Deco.
player.
Deco?
I don't even think he was playing for them then. He was probably playing for Chelsea around that time. Maybe not them, but no, not him. Anch, one more guess each. He was a forward player for Barcelona. That was my last one.
Hold on. Okay. Shit. Ibrahimovic?
Nope. All right,
Jeez.
Shrikar, last one.
Barcelona.
Oh, you guys don't know your
09,
Barca
10.
team around 2009-2010. I'm disappointed.
9-10, Barca. Give me a second.
There's like two.
Don't fucking. You're searching it up.
I'm not searching it up.
There's two pivotal players that are up.
Xavi.
No, it was Pedro.
Oh,
Oh.
fuck. He was so
There was
young
Sanchez
then.
or Pedro. I'm surprised you didn't guess either of them.
That's like
Oh,
what?
9-10?
That's like
I
10
thought
years
Sanchez
ago.
was more like 11-10.
They must have been like
Never mind.
18 then, right?
No, it's like probably 20. Yeah, you're right.
Jeez. Fuck, that's so young.
Fuck.
I thought they joined like
I'm
after
not that
season.
I'm not that familiar with like La Liga, like
I
PL
knew it
questions.
had to be
Sure.
Barca, but I'm like, okay, no, Pedro
Yeah.
and Sanchez weren't that early.
Wasn't 9-10 the season where Ronaldo signed for Real?
I think it
Yeah,
was,
that was-
no, it was after.
No, it was 9-10.
Oh, okay. Yo, anyway,
Next,
what's the score?
I think we're even
It still should be.
5-5.
Yeah, I don't know. Someone at home's probably counting for us. We'll just
We'll
say
figure it out.
5-5. All right. So next one. Which team has won the Charity Shield the most times?
Are we continuing? We should
Ansh.
probably move
Manchester
on
United.
after this question.
You know what? Fine. I'll do a tiebreaker just to break it up, and we'll see which one.
That's Man
okay.
United, by the
So
way.
this one, which current established Premiership footballer has never started and finished a Premier League season playing for the same manager?
Playing for the same manager.
Jeez, that's a good question.
Ooh, that's a good question.
I
He's a
have-
current player?
Yes, he is.
Oh man.
Oh baby.
Ooh, let's go to.
Can you give us how many seasons he played in the Premier League?
I would have to look that up.
Approximately.
Approximately, quite a few.
Quite a few. Okay. Never.
In fact, I think he's been in the Premier League his whole playing career, or at least most of it.
He has never finished.
So let me read it
A
again.
season
Which
playing for
current
the same
established
manager.
Premiership footballer has never started and finished a Premier League season playing for the same manager?
Wow, that's insane.
I'm not sure up to what year this was.
All right,
Just
Shrika, are we
as a
going
heads
to
up.
like the West Hams, the Stokes, the Swanseas? What are we thinking?
I think I know the answer.
Fairly well
but
known.
I don't know the name.
Fairly
Fairly
well
well
known.
known.
Yeah.
Fuck.
To be fair, I'm not sure exactly what year this is currently updated, but it's probably fairly recent, so.
I have no idea.
Okay, fairly well known.
Okay, wait. Fairly
Mid-class
well known?
player.
Mid-class player.
Yeah. That's
I
how
still
I
have
would
no idea.
describe them. One of the top 6 teams. That'll be another tip.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Whoa.
What?
Whoa, whoa.
Currently?
Yeah, currently.
What the fuck?
You know what? I'll narrow it down even more for you guys.
Just
Oh, yeah.
definitely
Top-
not Arsenal.
Top 4 teams this Premier League. He's on
Top
that
4
one of
teams?
these teams.
Dude. Okay, it's Chelsea. Wait.
Chelsea's
hold on,
not in the
it
top
They're
4.
not in the top 4.
It's
Current
it's Tottenham,
standings.
I think it might be Oh
Never.
wait, no, yeah, it has to be Tottenham.
First name starts with a J for the letter.
Jermaine. Oh no.
You guys can start calling it. You know what? There's no order to this. You guys start guessing names. And I'll
Oh,
just keep
fuck.
giving tips until you guys eventually get it.
We're
so
covered.
so far we have in top
Has
4
to be Tottenham.
in one of the top 4 teams, fairly known player, like mid-range. First name starts with a J, last name ends with an R.
Oh boy.
No, not Jamie Redknapp. Fuck, what am I saying?
No, it can't be. No.
Do you guys want another one?
I don't think this is right. I have no idea.
Just start
I
guessing,
can't
guys.
think
If
of
you
it.
don't,
Starts
I'm
with
giving you
J.
enough to kind
It
of
can't
work
be.
with it.
It's not James Milner. That's the only.
It is James Milner.
Rodriguez.
That's not right. That's
That's not
incorrect.
right.
I don't know what
That's
what year this was, but it was for a certain
This is
year.
like completely wrong.
Okay, that's not
This makes
correct
no
because
sense.
he's been at Liverpool for the past 3 years.
He literally played for Pellegrini for a full season.
And he played for Klopp for a full
Mancini.
season.
He played for Mancini too. Like
I don't know.
Last
this is
season
up
was
to a current-
okay. I know.
a current
Okay,
year,
I know what
so-
you're saying. No, it was the year 15-16 where Rodgers got sacked and Klopp came in. So that was 2016.
Wait, but he's never played for a full season.
Yeah, I'm
with
sure
the
he
same
hasn't
manager.
because before
That
City
doesn't
he
make
was
any
at
sense.
Newcastle and Newcastle had a lot of managerial
No, but
changes.
for City he played for Mancini for a full season.
For 2
he played for
seasons?
Pellegrini. Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Because I know Milner's played for 7 clubs professionally.
No, but I know for a fact that at City he played for full
Okay.
seasons with Mancini and Pellegrini.
Yeah, and he's played a full season with Klopp as well.
This question's
Next.
fucked.
Okay, fine.
And you said J and R. Milner starts with an M.
I said the
You said
last
first
letter of the second
Oh,
of his
never
last
mind.
name.
I'm retarded. I had one too many shots.
Okay,
Okay.
one
We
sec.
have another tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Yo, we gotta move on soon.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah,
move
okay.
on.
Let's get one more tiebreaker. Oh, this is currently year. Oh, psh. Okay. You know what? Let's see how well you guys know the current year then. That'll be a good
Okay,
one.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
we're going to go with Okay.
Okay,
Named-
wait. So is this wait before you ask the question?
Yeah.
Ansh has the first answer. I will not guess the answer even though he says it, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
you'll have to.
does
He'll
that mean
go.
he wins?
If he gets it wrong, you get to go, and we'll keep going at that point. Okay?
But what if he gets it right?
Then it's done.
Wait,
Get
that's
fucked.
not fuck.
I'm gonna make it hard enough where he can't. Okay?
Okay,
Wow.
fine.
You
Fine.
doubt me. I doubt myself now too.
Okay. So this one's gonna be a little difficult. So we're going for this current Premier League season. So, and it's going to be the top players. So, name the top goal scorer, top assist player, top pass for this season, and minutes played. So those four categories.
All right. Wait, the top minutes played is a tie, I'm pretty sure. So it can be any of the top ties.
Ooh. You know your shit. Okay, let's see who you answer then. I want the tie for the minutes played as well. Or at least give me two of the four players.
Okay, so for top goal scorer, it's going to be Kane. For top assists, it's going to be De Bruyne. For, what was the rest? Top passes?
Yeah, most passes.
That's Fernandinho, right?
I'm not going to tell you until the end. And then who's most minutes played?
Okay, most minutes played. Okay, it can be... Damn.
You know what, if you can get one of the four, I'll allow it.
Jeez, okay. Wait, so if I don't get this right and Shrikar just gets this, does he win it?
Yeah, Shrikar will get an advantage because he'll know which ones you got right, but he'll also know which ones you got wrong. You know, because otherwise it's going to take forever, right?
I'm going to say... Hugo Lloris?
Okay, so you got minutes played wrong, and you got passes wrong, and you got goals wrong.
What the
Okay, goals is Mohamed
Salah. Oh my god, fuck, I meant Salah!
You retard.
Absolute disgrace they are.
What are the four categories?
Oh my goodness!
Okay, wait, hold on. So, Shrikar, you got Salah for goals. Then who's next?
Why did I say Kane?
Assist is De Bruyne.
Okay.
Can we cut that part out? That's so stupid.
What other things are
there?
What are the other two categories?
So the other two are passes and minutes played.
Holy
passes
shit.
and minutes played. Passes.
I'm retarded.
Passes has to be a City player.
What the fuck?
Okay, for passes, it's either...
It's
no.
Xhaka.
It's either De Bruyne or Otamendi for passes.
Oh shit, it's Granit Xhaka.
So who are you going to guess?
I'll guess the more obscure one. Otamendi for passes.
Okay, and minutes played?
Minutes played. It has to be a goalkeeper. Goalkeeper in the bottom leagues, in the bottom teams. Can't be Hart, can't be... bottom teams, Foster, not Foster.
Why did I say Kane?
Begovic.
Who are you guessing?
Give me a second. Give me like 1 second. Who's that fucking keeper from Huddersfield? Lossell. Okay, if I get either of these, it's either Lossell or Asmir Begovic for most minutes played.
You're gonna have to guess one. I'm only taking one answer.
Fuck. Begovic?
Oh, you not only got goals, you got assists, you got the passes right with Otamendi, and minutes played. Both of them have a tie for the minutes played, and you got both of them. Lossell and Asmir Begovic.
Yo, Fantasy Premier League coming in clutch.
Man, that was good.
What the fuck?
How did you guess Kane, Salah?
I don't...
Yeah, how did you guess Kane? I was like, are you retarded?
I am.
Actually,
I just went blank. I just completely forgot.
Fun fact, Granit Xhaka is at second with 2,711 passes.
Yeah,
but Otamendi though 2,902.
I knew Otamendi. I knew it was one of the City defenders because I saw it on stats like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, Man City's actually crushing in goals. They have the third and fourth place. For assists, they have the top 3. For passes, they have, of the top 4, they have first, third, and fourth. And for minutes played, it's all like lower class teams.
Cool.
And that wraps up our first ever quiz tree with your quizmaster, Tristan Cross. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that.
Right, so let's take you through the other games real quick. Chelsea coming back from 2-0 down against Southampton to win 3-2. Good on them. Not going to change their season's outcome, I think. Southampton collapsed. They're looking like they're going to be relegated as well.
It was 2-0 at the 60th minute for Southampton, and then Chelsea scored in the 70th, 75th, and 78th minute to win the game.
Giroud.
Yeah, super sub Giroud. 70th
He's
minute and 78th minute, both goals, and Hazard in the 75th.
He introduces himself at Chelsea.
Yeah, well, it's a good thing because Morata hasn't done anything again, unfortunately.
Yeah, but he keeps starting. He needs to stop.
It's because of the amount of money they spent on him. They're trying to push it.
I think they're going to sell him off to probably Juventus this summer.
If they can get roughly the same amount that they paid for him, I'd be okay with it.
They probably will because he's not suited to the Premier League.
Yeah, if they don't, what I would do is I'd bring in another striker, say it's like someone that's maybe proven but not young, and that way you can kind of give them a few years to kind of work into it as a possible
Proven but
option.
not young?
I mean, you got Peter Crouch.
Like say,
you got
oh,
Andy
shut
Carroll.
up. No, but if like they could get like Lewandowski, for example, who's potentially
chance.
leaving Bayern.
No chance.
There's a
there is a chance.
Yeah, there's a big enough.
Not to Chelsea. Not to Chelsea.
No,
No, I
definitely to
see it.
Chelsea. Yeah, I don't see why
I
not.
see it.
Really?
Yo, yeah.
I
I
mean,
don't see it. I don't see it.
he's leaving. Who do you think he's gonna go to? Who's taking him right now?
Yeah, Man U already has strikers. They don't
I
need
thought-
him. Man City doesn't need him either. They already have the positions. Like, it'd be dumb for them to spend money on him. Chelsea seems like one of the more probable options.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see where else he could
Plus,
go.
he could get a huge payout for that, too.
I mean,
And it would work to their advantage, because then they could have
Who are-
Murata, who
like,
could kind
who
of
are-
Maybe
learn from
Madrid.
him.
I don't know.
Like, I was thinking maybe.
Well,
Real
Madrid
aren't
actually
they getting
is
someone?
Madrid is a big one that's trying to get him, I think.
Because
or
Higuain
he's on
might
the
be
list.
pushed off the summer from Madrid.
You mean
to make-
Benzema?
Sorry, Benzema. Sorry,
Yeah,
both of them are
I have
kinda
a
fat.
feeling that Madrid's in for the position of a striker that they're trying to
Yeah.
to come to
It'll
replace
probably be
Benzema.
between Real Madrid or Chelsea for Lewandowski.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised
Arsenal
if
Fan
Lewandowski goes
TV
to
and
Madrid.
chill. Back on the menu with Arsenal bottling it against Newcastle.
Another day, another Arsenal
And
loss, another
Arsenal are the
Mustafi
only
mistake.
team in the entire top four divisions of English football to not get a single point away in 2018.
Fantastic.
Oh, that's such a bad stat.
That is
Mustafi with yet
prime
another
Arsenal.
mistake.
Oh,
They haven't
another
got
stat
one
for you
point
with
away?
Mustafi. No, they
Mustafi,
haven't
what?
got a single point away in 2018.
Oh, okay.
And they're the only team in all of like Prem Championship, League 1 and League 2.
That's
To
still
not-
bad. That's still pretty
ridiculous. Also,
Pretty
on
impressive.
Mustafi,
But hey,
Roberto
shout out to-
Firmino has more tackles than Mustafi in the Premier League this season.
That's
I'm
funny.
not even surprised, honestly.
Shout out to Lacazette though, getting a goal.
Yeah.
About time.
Aubameyang and Lacazette.
That
Clicking.
combination. But
Yeah.
Wenger's probably going to like screw that up too, so...
Fucking Wenger. He better go, man. For the sake
Rafa
of Arsenal.
Benitez masterclass. Newcastle surviving the season most likely. Credit to him. He should
Yeah,
be in
they're already
contention for the manager of the season. Not win the award, of course, but should be nominated in my opinion. Just because
Yeah.
Newcastle are shambles. Because of their club structure.
It's too bad. They used to be one of the top teams when they had like
Yeah.
the Michael Owens kind of era.
I'm looking at the table, and Newcastle could finish as high as 8th, which would be fantastic.
Newcastle's
Also, quick
a
note
top
on
team.
Arsenal. They're now only 2 points ahead of Burnley. Burnley could
Oh,
finish
shit.
ahead of Arsenal Football Club
That'd be
this year.
Would that
jokes.
kick him out of the Europa?
And make it into... Yeah, they would make it into Europe, Burnley.
Wow.
But it doesn't matter for Arsenal as long as they win the Europa League.
Be the
So-
ultimate disgrace. But I guess, yeah.
They're gonna
Yeah,
I
have to
don't-
win it.
Yeah, they need
They
a
have
big
to win it,
performance
yeah.
against-
They need to get
And they
rid
don't
of
have
Wenger.
they don't have Aubameyang for the Europa League ties because he's cup tied.
I say
Yeah,
this every
I mean,
time. They need to get rid of Wenger.
Yeah,
Axel.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Axel.
Good old
get
Wenger.
someone
You know
new.
what? Let's not talk about him because if we do, it's going to be another hour.
That is
Liverpool with the first game of the, I guess, weekend, 3-0 win. Salah scores his 40th.
You know what Salah's goal reminded me of? Do you know what I'm thinking of, Shrikar?
Suarez against
His-
Newcastle?
No, Robin Van Persie in the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
The
I
Flying
see.
Dutchman. The
Yeah.
Flying Egyptian.
Oh,
Dude,
yeah.
but what people like aren't cutting is Trent Alexander-Arnold's ball for Salah.
Yeah,
That
he's a
was
great crosser of the ball.
quality ball. Like
He
completely
strikes
fooled
the
Nathan
ball
Ake.
really well. Oh yeah.
Completely fooled that defender with the whip.
I mean, that
And you
header
know-
is just...
Oh,
The reason it's so rare is because like you need so much confidence to just try that. Just like
right.
you know the ball's coming towards you. Instead of trying to control it, you're just gonna flick it like in midair and expecting it to loop over the goalkeeper. That's
and Salah,
class.
to be fair, in this game was a little, like he was a little selfish in this game, in my opinion. Like not to take anything away from the man, but
Oh yeah, he,
I
he
think
should,
the
he
Kane,
should be sacked.
the Harry Kane pressure, I think kind of went to him where he was really greedy for a goal this game. Where
Yeah, that's
often
why I
in,
forgot to mention him.
like often in positions where you'd see him pass in previous games, he tried to take the shot just to seal that golden boot. But I guess
know.
you know what, with 30 goals, I couldn't care less.
30 to 25, I think, currently now. So
Yeah.
it puts them in a really good position.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt, how did I miss Salah? I'm brain dead.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez.
That's embarrassing.
I don't.
Oxlade Chamberlain with
Too bad
assists
that's not
again,
getting cut
running
out either.
the midfield. Ox has
I'm
really
doing the
stepped
editing,
up.
you know.
Oh, and no, you're not cutting it out.
Yeah, it's already too much.
I'll
Anyway,
just tackle you if I need to.
fuck, not at work.
Yes, at work.
So, yeah, Liverpool 3, Bournemouth 0. Good defense, clean sheet. We are tied for the second most clean sheets in the league, which might come as a surprise to people, with City at 15.
Van Dijk has really fixed you guys up, eh?
Yeah, no one's
He
talking
has
about the price
really
tag
fixed you guys.
now.
So
That's a
let's wrap
testament.
things up, guys, with
Trust
the
me. Knowing the media, if you guys lose like one game, it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
be
know,
all
I
back.
know, I know.
Oh, 75 million pound failure. It's gonna be all back if you guys lose one game.
Mhm.
let's wrap up with just the Kane social scene.
Oh,
So
every
social
single club,
scene?
every single
Oh,
club.
man.
someone,
Oh,
so
baby.
Shrikar, you
I
probably
don't
know
get it.
Shrikar, you probably know the most about this. You recap for the viewers who don't know.
Right, so people who don't know, in the last game week, Harry
First of all, if you
Kane
don't know, you must be living under a rock.
A, that. B, Harry Kane scored a goal, supposedly, which didn't touch him or his head or his big mouth. Yeah,
Yo.
so the man is English, so he complains to the FA. I swear on my daughter that
Dude.
it touched a strand of my hair. Sure, okay.
Wait,
People are getting.
you know what? Shrikar was probably a bad one to ask to recap because he's so biased against anything.
It's not even me, though. It's
anything
every single
Tottenham.
club. It's
I
every
don't
single
know.
club.
Anything
Jeez.
Tottenham.
Roma
be
took the
honest,
piss out of him.
I don't know why
United took the
everyone's
piss
getting-
out of him.
I don't know why everyone's getting so salty over it. Like, just
It-
chill
it's-
out.
it's
He
just
just wanted to
pathetic.
like appeal. It's
Who
just
cares
funny,
who
like, he's
scored
like-
that goal? Doesn't
exactly.
matter.
So it doesn't matter. Just like.
But
he just
Kane went
wanted
like
to go
out of
home.
his way to like
No,
instead
the
of being
club
happy
did.
for the game.
He
No,
didn't appeal,
the
the
club
club
didn't.
did.
Kane did.
I'm pretty sure the club.
No,
appealed.
Kane tweeted after the game at the FA. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yo."
Yeah, I mean, he said it as a joke, dude.
No,
obviously.
he didn't
Like,
say it
he's
as
like-
a joke.
I don't
Well,
know.
I mean-
Especially with the golden boot so
he
close
didn't-
between
He
him
didn't
and Salah.
say it as a joke. I don't know if he actually expected to get it, but like, it was.
I
all
mean,
in
he
good
appealed to
fun.
the FA. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, but it
either
was all
way-
in good fun, guys. Like,
oh, it
he's
was
just
all
like,
in good
"Yo,
fun.
Give me
Yeah,
this goal."
yeah.
Either
okay.
way,
You guys are making a
he
big deal out of it.
either did get it and he said that, and then he got it, or he
In his
didn't
post-match
actually
interview,
touch it and he
Henderson's-
got it. I mean, it doesn't really matter in any case. I guess good for
Dude,
him
just-
for getting it, but
Just watch like in the next Liverpool game. Like Firmino scores and everyone celebrates with Salah instead. It's gonna be the funniest thing.
Yeah, well, I think it's just like a big deal out of nothing. It's just funny. Like, he's like, "Yo, give me the goal. I need to win the golden boot." And the FA are like, "Yeah, sure, I don't care."
Yeah, sure. English three
And,
times.
I
in a
mean,
row,
Ericsson
mates.
doesn't care either, so it's just funny.
To wrap things up, we had the CL draw as well. Quick thoughts, guys. The two draw. Who do you think is gonna win? Just quick predictions.
This is pretty big for Liverpool, yo. This is actually like, wow, you guys are very close to the final. If you
Yeah.
don't screw this up, you guys are very close to the final,
Both-
and that's a big deal.
yeah, both games
Yeah.
are going to be tight. I'm going to guess that Liverpool wins their matchup and Real Madrid wins theirs.
Oh, the second one's gonna be such a good game.
Yeah, second one's
I
so
feel
close
like-
to call.
Yeah,
Oh,
I don't know. what's
again,
gonna happen
to
with that.
recap for anyone who hasn't, Liverpool is facing Roma and Real Madrid is facing Bayern. That is your semifinal matchups.
One thing I
Um,
wanted to point out though is like every time Spanish and German teams meet, it's always like a capitulation by one side.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a few years ago, Bayern beat Barca 7-0, and
Then
then the
Dortmund
next year,
beat Real.
yeah, and then the next year like Barca beat Bayern like 5-0, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I think Real Madrid beat Bayern 4-0 or something.
Mhm.
It's always like a big deal when they meet. So I'm excited to see what happens in this one.
The first leg is in Munich, so that could.
Yeah,
but
I'm not
I don't
sure.
know. The Bernabeu is more influential than the Allianz.
We shall see.
We shall
Looking
see.
forward to that.
But either way, you know what? It's gonna be like good games all around. I'm so pissed off. I'm gonna miss the first leg because I'm gonna be in a fucking final.
If
I'm
I were
so
you,
pissed
I just have like 3 bathroom breaks.
I'm like,
and then go
I'm
watch the
so
game.
pissed off. It's my last final,
Or just
and it's
race
at 2
through the
p.m.
exam. Race through it.
It's
what,
software construction. You know what? I'll be done in like an hour. Hopefully.
So there you go. Just race through it. And I think just for time's sake, I think that wraps up our episode on this one. So thank you everyone who joined us on this. We appreciate all of the listens again. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, share with your friends. Also, we have a Facebook page, so you can check that out. So you always are up to date with, if you're not following us on YouTube, up to date with whenever we post a video. And guys, anything else?
Nope.
That's
Thanks for
it for the
joining us
week.
this week.
All right. Thanks
Look
again.
forward
This is
to more
Football.
Streetcar Speak episodes this week. Quick segments that are going to be fun and interesting. So look out for that. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Peace out, guys.